of like this 648 better with the direct drive transmission. I don't know if I stated that earlier in this video from filming last night, but the torque converter is strong. Don't get me wrong, and it's a good skidder, but you know, I've been running these log skidders since I was 14 years old. Every skidder I've ever run had a clutch on it, and when you get in that torque converter skidder, there's no clutch pedal, and I don't know, it's weird for me to reach down my left foot and I'm not stepping on anything, and I don't know, it's like I said, I just like this 13 a little better than our other one, our torque converter. Whatever, Rusty, whatever. I believe that is the last tree in this area right there. We've still got some cleanup to do. All these tops, of course you've seen Kenny there a second ago pushing the tops back in the timber. And there's several more pretty good walnut trees here that we're going to leave in this area. We're not going to cut them. There was some over here on the fence line this morning where we were cutting, pushing and pulling trees. Dad and Kevin are bucking. I've been down working up trees and still cutting trees and just finished that up. And this afternoon, of course it's been raining, we're all soaking wet, we've been working in the rain. This afternoon I think we're going to bring the Mack in, try to get these logs out of here. I'll have to do some work up here at the gate because it's hard to get the 5500, I always want to say 550. It's hard to get the Ram through the gate, let alone the Mack, so we'll have to do a little work up there to squeeze the old one-stack Mack balloon in the back through the gate. And then probably tomorrow we'll finish up over here on the hillside you see there yonder, kind of where I was last night. By the road, Kenny's just tacking them over here to me. It's wet enough and this gate's tight enough and the turn's tight enough because the ditch is too deep to swing out the truck. I thought I could probably get in there, but getting out I was a little concerned about hitting the gate with one of the bolsters, so it was just as easy to do this, not run the risk of tearing this gate up. The only bad thing about it is this power line right above me. You just kind of got to be careful and take your time to watch loading, which is nothing we haven't done before, but still, you want to use a little extreme caution. Big trees. Big trees. That flush. Hexa chain doing the work. a lot of footage in that tree. We'll grab the skidder, pull it around, finish working it up, pile the brush, be ready for the next one. We might try to get one or two more tonight. I said I wasn't going to do much cutting or any cutting, but I guess I kind of lied. I mean, it's not totally dark by any means, you can see that, but man, these are just fun trees to cut. These trees are a bunch of toads. You really can't see the butt too well because it's back there in front of the limb guarding or whatever on the grapple arch there. But big trees, man. These are fun to cut. No high-end stuff, just good set of big lumber. It's easy to want to work all day and all night when you're cutting stuff like this. I mean, it's fun. It really is, especially when you get out and sweat. Jump back in the air conditioning here. It makes it that much better too. There's a lot of top on that walnut. Front tires are starting to kind of pull off the ground because we're pulling uphill. We're going to get this thing up here where we can work it up good, then we'll pile the brush. But again, big trees. Set her down. Right in. It looks good. Sit down. There we go. As long as we can make contact, pop the brake on. Let's get out and work up a tree. Oftentimes, I have trouble staying away from work, much is the case tonight. It seems like every time I buy more timber, I feel like I just need to push myself a little harder on the jobs I'm on. Much like this. I'm going to drag up until the night and do a little, well, I'm going to do some topping. Not so much cutting, but some of these trees like this big walnut here that I cut, they've got huge tops. They didn't want to fall. There goes a deer. They've got to be drugged down so I can get the log cut out of it, which is what we're going to do now. Again, it's hard for me to step away from work, but I do love it. I do enjoy it. If I didn't, I wouldn't be here like I am.
He's out of the way.
Kind of one of those videos. We're gonna kind of do things a little backwards. So it's Friday morning, and you're gonna see cutting from Thursday morning, and you're gonna see some tree pulling from today, Friday morning, in this video. I've been releasing videos at different times, just kind of experimenting what times kind of get the best views when most people watch them. Normally I try to release them in the evening, but I've released a few in the morning, and some have done good, and some have not done good at all. So I think we'll go back to trying to release them in the evenings. Anyway, first and foremost, flip you around. So Kenny and Kevin are over here right now. You can probably see that big walnut tree right there with the dot on it. We're going to cut that one. It's got to be pulled. So what they're doing right now, we actually re-spliced our mainline cable. Here's our cable cutter. We had a bit of cable that was starting to fray out here, as you can see. So we just cut the cable off. They're in the process of retying it. And then I'm going to send Kevin up in that tree. He's kind of trial by fire. He's never done this, so he's going to get the gist of it. Kenny and I have done it so many times, it's ridiculous. But we're going to send Kevin up that tree to hook the cable in it so Kenny can pull it, and I'll cut it, and we'll just bring her back this way. We've got 3 or 4 down this fence line to pull. Then we're going to go over there on the hill, and we're going to work over there. So hopefully we can just about get this job finished up today. It's just it's not a big bunch of walnut, like, I forget what Dad said. Excuse me, what Dad said, 20 some, I think. So all we got left is the trees that need to be pulled, I think. So, but pulling takes time, as some of you guys know. So maybe we can get this done in a timely fashion today.